market's on fire, prices are up, rents are up. It's a great time to still invest. We were talking about that last segment. Cash flow is coming in heavy. Okay. People are hot to trot, ready to go. There's not much inventory, and, there's the lack of housing. We're in a housing crisis because there's not enough inventory on. Okay. At the point where FHA, the Federal Housing Administration, has actually increased their loan limits, and Mr. Matt Bates is here to talk about that and let us know why that's a good thing.
Really, you'll see this often in the city areas where multifamilies are frequent, especially around here in Providence, Boston, all the way through Fall River and going down into, Southern Mass and into Connecticut. These multifamilies, they're going for all the money right now. So let's say you have $100,000. You're like, should I put this down for a down payment? If you're buying a multifamily, that and you want to use all of that, that would be a good for a conventional loan, and conventional loans require 25% down on multifamily. So you're limited at only $400,000 per house to purchase. And right now, I don't know about you guys, but I haven't been able to find a $400,000 multifamily. They're going for more than that. They're going for 5 and 6, and it goes up and up and up depending on where it is, the size of it, how many units there are, the rentability of it. If you're gonna do the conventional route, just quickly do the maths. 700,000 times 25% is $175,000, and that's a lot of money. And if you do happen to have it, great. But could you use that same 175 and spread it out over a couple of different properties over some years and a little bit longer of a time frame? You can, and sure. FHA allows you to do that because they had their loan limits for single family, 2 family, 3 family, and 4 family, and it goes up. The limit goes up depending on the units, and you would only have to put down 3.5% to be able to buy this house. So you're not using all of your 175. Just because you're doing an FHA loan doesn't mean you have to just put 3.5% down. Yep. You could still buy a house with an FHA loan and put 10% down. Some people get a little, depending on where their goals are, as far as they don't want to utilize all their cash, great. 3.5% down is what we're going to require at a minimum. But some people, the less you put down, the bigger the payment. And now, some people might be uncomfortable with the payment, so they'd rather put the money down to get the lower loan. With these multifamilies and buying one after another and after another, you can, you stagger it and live places for a reasonable amount of time. You can't buy one on a Tuesday and then one on a Wednesday and think that, you've satisfied the owner occupancy requirement. To your point, there is that short-term goal, which is how do we get customers into a house and get a good payment in a good situation and get the rent set up right. But then there's the long-term goal, and is it how many other houses of these do you want to buy, and what's next after you close? And it becomes a much bigger conversation that happens over years. I mean, I remember the first time I met Greg was doing a FHA on a 4-family, and we all know how many properties he owns now. So they're great loans to get into the real estate game and start. Yeah. Without blowing all the cash. That's not ever a good thing to empty out all your savings.